So I'm here, I'm going to show how to use and I'm going to define what is rank function in Microsoft Excel. So since I'm a newbie in this tutorial, sorry for my wordings. So let us first define what is rank function in Microsoft Excel. So according to Google, the rank function is one of the built-in functions in Excel. It is considered as a statistical function. So there are different kinds of statistical functions. There are sum functions, average functions, count functions. So it is one of them. So in Excel, this function can be entered as an individual formula, and it can also be combined to other formula in a cell. So the syntax of this rank function is this one. So we have rank and then open parentheses. So number number, the array, and then the order. This one. Okay. Order. Order. So that is the syntax for that, for the rank function in Microsoft Excel. So let us first define the meaning of those syntax or the formula itself. So the rank is the one that will give you the numerical values. So depending on your requirement. So second is the number. Number is the number or the value to find the rank for. R is the range of numbers or the range of cells that is used for ranking purposes. And then lastly, the order. So it is optional. So when we don't put or input any number for the order, so it will be ascending. Descending. So when we input, or if the order is not 0, so the values will be ranked in ascending order. So let us now proceed with our tutorial on how to use this rank function. So first, we're going to open the Microsoft Excel. So I have here an example. So since I'm a teacher, so I'm going to use this. So it will be very useful for teachers who need to identify the rank of their students. So for example, I have here 10 students. So namely student 1 up to student 10. So here are their averages. So it is not ordered. So it is not sorted. So in this tutorial, so I'm going to rank them whether actually it is easily identified here in this example. But what if we have several number of students? So let's say we have 60 students or 55 students. So we will be having a hard time on identifying which student or what's the name of the student ranked 1 or first. So using this formula, we can be able to ease that hardship or difficulty. So again, so the formula will be, let us don't forget the equal sign. So we have equal sign rank. So rank, we have several kinds of rank functions. We have the rank average, rank equivalent, and then rank itself. So let us first try the rank itself, R-A-N-K. So let us type equal sign rank. It can either be uppercase or lowercase, and then open parentheses, the number. So in this example, so I'm going to identify the rank of my first student whose average is 87.5. And then comma. So next is the reference or the array. So it refers to the range of the numbers that is used for, or values that is used for the ranking purposes. So in this example, it will be starting from B2. So cell B2 up to B11. And then comma. So this is what I'm referring earlier. So the 0 is for descending, 1 is for ascending. So for example, I'm going to identify who will be what rank is that. among the averages of the students, I'm going to put here 1. So meaning ascending from lowest to highest. Okay. And then enter. So with that, I identified student number 1 as rank 5, or he or she got 5th rank. So to identify the other rank of my students, so we're going to do the same formula for them. We can't drag it because the formula is not locked. So to lock this formula specifically for the range or the array or the reference, we need to put $sign. We're going to put $sign before the range or the first range cell up to the last range cell. So in this example, we have $sign B, $2, colon, $sign B, and then $sign 11. So in the by using that $sign, so the formula will be locked. So now we can drag down. So that's it. So that is how we do, or how we use rank function in Microsoft Excel. So another example is how to use, or what is the difference between rank and rank average. So rank average. So there are some cases that we have the same average of our students or values. So for example, I'm going to change this one. So it will be 93. And then this will be, for example, 87.5. So as you can see, the rank in this column C has the same. So for our cell C6 and cell C7, why they are the same? Because the average is the same. Another cell C10 and then cell C2 is also the same. Why? Because they have the same average or value. So how we can use, or what is the difference between rank and rank average? So here's the example. So rank, and then that's .avg, and then same formula. So the number or the cell itself, we're going to rank, or to identify the rank or to find the rank, and then comma $sign B2 $2 colon $B $sign 11. So it is 1 ascending. I'm going to drag it down. So that's the difference between rank and rank average. So now, what's the difference between the order 0 and 1? So rank again. So this is from least to highest. So this one is from rank highest to least. So in this example, we're going to identify which is the top one or the ranked one in our students. So same formula. So rank, it can be rank average or rank. So I just want to use rank average. That avg open parenthesis b2 comma $sign b $sign 2 colon $sign b $sign 11 comma 0. Please same rank. Okay, so our top average or students, or the rank 1 students, we have 2. And since we have two the same averages, so their rank will be divided into 2. So we have 1.5 for student number 5 and 1.5 for student number 6. So that is how we used and how rank will help us as teachers. So hope you like the video. Please subscribe and share for more future episodes. Bye!